Okay, food recipes, a wonderful Pinterest niche. We have singular recipes and we have roundups. These are the distinctions. This is how it usually goes. I'll show you the difference. We're going to use a bunch of tools. Pinterest, of course, PinClicks, of course. What else? I'm going to show you behind the scenes on one of my websites. This is what it looks like. We're using SEOwriting.ai, which we'll use here. All right, let's jump into this. What I want to know first is if I click food and drinks here. So our first step is Pinterest trends, food and drinks down here to the left, right? Top yearly trends. What is the highest volume? It's dinner recipes. So if I come over here to dinner recipes, massive, 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 versus let's say crock pot, right? Do you see the difference? Dump and go crock pot dinners, right? Even if we were to do, all right, struggle meals, I don't even know what that is, but it's a tighter keyword. Easy dinner ideas. Okay, so dinner recipes, the big dog, right? If you even put easy in front of it, it changes it down. Do you see? So the highest top of funnel thing is dinner recipes. And this is what it looks like. Oftentimes these type of things. 32 flavorful ideas, dinner ideas for September evenings. So they even went down further for September evenings. Very, very interesting. But if we type in here dinner recipes, what shows up? It's always going to be these roundups, these listicles for the most part, right? I'd say 80%. Now the cool part is you can kind of spin this to however you want. But first, we should probably focus on singulars. So we'll come back to roundups. Let's talk about singular recipes. So what I've done here for this website, right, Chicken Gyros, we did 100 chicken recipes. Very, very easy to do. Look down here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 100. And this is how we track things. Very, very easy. So what we can do here, let's just say we are doing chicken. So let's say, what are we going to do? Let's do this here. Let's go to PinClicks. Let's go keyword research chicken. Let's see what happens here. Keyword research chicken recipes. Maybe we'll just see what chicken does first. Chicken breast recipes. Okay, perfect. Let's control click here. So we're just going to search for what we're going to write about, what we're going to go after. I just want to know the highest popularity. All right, chicken breast recipes, easy, air fryer. All right, so let's come over here to just chicken breast recipes, chicken breast recipes. And there's a different way to do this that's much easier, which I'll show you in a second. All right, boom. Let's just see. All right, yet again, roundups, interested. Very, very interested. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to come over to ChatGPT. Let's see here. Give me 10 dishes that are derived off of chicken breasts. Just give the title of the recipe. So instead of futzing around, right, we can easily just ask ChatGPT. Because I bet you each and every one of these are represented, right, on Pinterest. Chicken Parmesan, let's just go here, chicken Parmesan. Boom, crispy chicken Parmesan, seriously the best chicken parm, and so on and so forth. So what we can do is take these 10, we can come over here, we could add a table, we could say 10 best chicken breast recipes, assuming that we didn't already have these. Like a lot of these obviously are based off of chicken breasts. But let's just go here. Okay, making it bigger. Let's do something like this. So what I also want to do is probably this. I'm going to go to SEOwriting.ai, which is my first step. We're going to go to bulk article generator. We're going to come down here, right? The main keyword typically is the URL or slug. The title is the title of the article. We can go article size, that's cool. Tone of voice, friendly, that's cool. IU target US. What I want to do, AI images, nah, because I'll do the featured image myself. We could do like 3 YouTube videos, why not? It just kind of gives us something to put in. Conclusion, nah. Tables, yes, because we have CSS. Italics, no. Bold, no. Quotes, no. Key takeaways, no. And frequently asked questions. We can keep it in. Let's do a different variant of it. All right, internal linking, nah, don't need to. You know, we could do that in the future, but I'm not interested right now. So, Bonsai Mary, no. We're going to do off-grid dreaming. We're going to do just straight inspirations. Looks good. So what I'm going to do here, click run. All right, cancel 1 second. Let's make sure our Anthropic Claude 3 popular, is that cool? Let's do this one. It does 4 generations and costs 4 word count. I don't want that one. I want 1 and 1 because I'm cheap when it comes to doing these just for demonstration, right? All right, so now they are running in the background. So what I can do is I can highlight these and say, all right, I know they're running, right? So let's come here, let's copy this row 1. Let's come here, and then the fun begins. It's about to begin. What we are going to do is type each of these into Pinterest. So I'm going to come here. So what I've done, I've taken the grilled lemon herb chicken breasts, and I'm going to put it into Pinterest. If I can find an instance of Pinterest that's going to work, right? Grilled lemon chicken, right? Wonderful. I like this one. So what we can do off the bat is just visually say, I like this, I like that, I like how they're doing things. Lemon marinated grilled chicken, is that what we want? Maybe, maybe not. Marinated grilled, but what we can also do is this. Let's come back to this right here. Which one is it? Pin stats? No, not this. Which we could do. Maybe I should show you how to do that quickly. So pin stats is cool because if we come back here, let me exit out of here. If we come back here, I type in the keyword, right? We have all these results. I can have a tool up here. It's called Link Gopher. Do you see that at the top right? I can click that, extract all links. Then all of a sudden I have all these links for Pinterest, right? I can put them here, and I'll know which ones are the best ones shown by Pinterest. And it's very interesting right now that Pinterest really tests what they have. In other words, you create a pin, it's going to test it, test. That's why new Pinterest accounts right now are doing really well. All right, top pins, let's try this method. So I want here, and the reason I didn't use those ones was just because I didn't see any saves that were like super impressive, right? So this has 6,400 saves. This one has 2,400. This one has 1,500. We look at the creation dates. This one here seems to be doing really, really well. August 16th, 2024, and it already has that many saves. Crazy. So you can just kind of pick which ones you like the design. Let's say I like this one a lot. So I'm going to save this image as, right, boom, juicy and flavorful grilled chicken breast. Well, what we got to do here is come over to Ideogram, upload image. Let's upload this. Let's click remix. Okay, and we're going to try something special here. So it has all this text here, right? A plate of grilled chicken breasts. Well, maybe we want to change that a bit because we have grilled lemon herb chicken breasts, right? So a plate of this, right? The chicken is presented on a white plate. That's fine. The text is juicy and flavorful. And then we want this. We want a different text. Boom. All right. Now let's remix that and see. So we're trying to make it look a bit different, make it our own. Let's see how good AI is. Juicy and flavorful grilled lemon herb chicken breast. That's not going to work. Herb chicken breast, grilled lemon herb chicken breast. That's pretty nice right there. That one looks really, really nice. That right there. It's tall. It's pretty. That's very, very nice. So maybe we don't want to say juicy and flavorful. We could just say delicious and tasty, right? All right, let's go there. Let's get 4 more instances of this. Let's see what it comes up with. 99%, pretty quick. All right, delicious and tasty grilled lemon herb chicken breast. I like that. The font is unique. It's showing like a juicy chicken. You have to kind of make a determination. Obviously, the text sometimes is just going to make it so this is the only one that had text that was decent, right? Only one that had decent text. So what we're going to do, let's go to downloads. Let's go, it's a WebP file right now. We're going to save that one. I like that. We're going to come over to XNConvert, right? I'm going to add file, and I'm going to come to right here, scroll up. Is that the one? That is the one. Our output is going to be something similar to that. And we don't need a number affixed to it, right? Do we want to do anything else? Convert. There you go. We made it much smaller. Very, very nice. So the next step is to take that, right? We could take that and come over to Pinterest. I actually want it on my other account. Okay, there we go. So this is the other account that we're going to post it to. This is it. So XNConvert made it a JPEG. Nice. So it's no longer a WebP, right? Delicious and tasty grilled lemon herb chicken breast. The pictures look decent. Does real food look better? In some instances, it certainly does, right? This one's not bad. I like the format. Looks nice. Grilled lemon chicken herb breasts. The title. We have to determine title, description, and the URL. Well, the title for these are typically just the recipes, right? Recipes are usually just recipes. Roundups are a bit different. Greek yogurt, chicken, healthy. Easy lemon chicken marinade. So easy, and these prefixes sometimes are put in, but oftentimes it's just the recipe. So grilled chicken lemon herb breasts. Now here is the URL, grilled chicken or grilled lemon chicken breasts, so on and so forth. This is what the post looks like. Now, prepare the marinade, you marinate the cut, preheat the grill. This is all ChatGPT. I think we used 4.0. You can choose in SEO write-in which one you want to use, right? If we create a new thing here, create a blog post, you have all these AI models you can use. Anthropic, GPTs, you have, what is that, like 5, 6 different models. Now, here's something interesting. If you don't want to have an AI recipe, which I've eaten AI recipes and they are fine. I like them. Maybe you don't like them. Maybe you prefer to cook it yourself. Well, cook it yourself. Maybe you prefer to use someone else's recipe. Now, that's a big question mark. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if you can or cannot use someone else's recipe. I've been told by others that recipes are non-trademarkable. So I asked ChatGPT, are recipes trademarkable? And it says recipes themselves generally cannot be trademarked because they are considered a set of instructions or facts, which are not protected under trademark law. However, the name of a recipe, if it's distinctive, blah, 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 can be trademarked. Additionally, branded elements related to the recipe, such as logos, packaging. Okay, so what you see online oftentimes, say with Martha Stewart according to this, or a recipe blogger, it's just a set of instruction or facts. So consider that. If you're looking to protect the process or method used, that would fall under patent law, though patents for recipes are rare and difficult to obtain. Copyright may protect the written expression of the recipe, how it's worded, but not the recipe itself. Interesting. So this is just ChatGPT speaking here. What if I want to use a Martha Stewart recipe in my own blog, using her ingredients and instructions of cooking? Now, before we read this, remember, there's different things you can do here. Me, I like AI recipes. I have no problem with them. If you have a problem with them, well, maybe you want to go get the ingredients and do it yourself. Regardless, this process can help you be faster at it, right? Much, much faster. You could come in here and you could change the different ways of cooking. A lot of this, look, here, grilled chicken can be delightful, but many people fall into common grilled errors. Look, overcooking versus undercooking, regardless of your specific, ignoring marinara times, regardless of your specific recipe, a lot of these things still hold true. But let's keep reading here. If you want to use a Martha Stewart or whatever recipe, I'm just using her website as an example, or any other published recipe on your blog, there are some important legal and ethical guidelines to follow. Remember, this is just ChatGPT. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just reading here. Do not copy ingredients and instructions verbatim. Okay, so you can't copy and paste someone else's work. While the list of ingredients isn't copyrightable, the exact instructions and wording on how to prepare the dish are. So the exact instructions and wording. You should rewrite the recipe in your own words. For example, change the way the steps are described or adjust the formatting of the instructions. Okay, makes sense to me. Provide attribution. So you could have a backlink, say, inspired by a recipe from Martha Stewart backlink. Boom. Make some modifications to further differentiate. You can tweak by changing some ingredients, adjusting measurements, or adding your personal touch, right? Avoid reposting images. Do not post other people's images. And there you have it. So me, I love AI recipes. Works for me. In fact, when I go to the store, I'm thinking about what to cook. I'm asking ChatGPT all kinds of stuff. So that's what we're going to have here. We're going to copy this. Boom. Push this over here. Add a link. Now the description, this is an interesting one. This is where we can talk about annotations. Now this is where we are going to excel. And remember, there's a lot of things we can do. Man, look at those images. That's a beautiful image. Lemon herb grilled chicken. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So what we're going to do now is export. We're going to export this annotated interests. That's what I want. I want it right here. Annotated interests is basically Pinterest's way of doing decimal system, right? Just think of it like that. It's everything it attributes to a specific thing. So what PinClicks does, right? What is this? This is, I think, a Mediavine Journey websites. Let's click out of that. All right, let's come over here. What this means is everything related to grilled lemon herb chicken, the annotations. So annotations, as this tool says, are keywords generated by Pinterest after they analyze the image pin title description. These keywords are pulled directly from Pinterest's human curated keyword database. Basically, they're important to Pinterest, they're important to us. So what I want to do, I want to come down here, I want to grab these. I'm going to say, let's just grab all these right here. There's different ways you can do this, but I like fast things. Actually, let's do this. Rank these in importance as related to my recipe on. Let's do this. Let's come here, push them there. Let's exit out of this. And then let's copy and paste the recipe. Boom. So what we're doing here, rank these in importance as related to my recipe on, and then in parentheses or brackets or whatever the heck you call those. Let's see what it says, right? Very nice. Grilled chicken recipes. So we're getting an idea. What should we include in the description? Now, what we're going to ask, now create a Pinterest optimized description using the top ranked keywords where necessary without keyword stuffing, right? Without keyword stuffing. Let's see what else. And make it so the user wants to click through. Now, we will get faster in this module. I just want you to see how you can do it, because then you can put your own spin on it. There's many ways we can do this, right? Boom. All right. Very nice. Tell me which keywords you included exactly. All right. Very nice. Look at that. That's awesome, right? The power of GPT. It included 7 of them: grilled lemon chicken herbs, quick weeknight meal. Basically, now we have an opportunity to even rank for this. I mean, this one right here is a mega one, healthy dinner, but this is like a fringe one. So it really diversifies what we have going on. I love it. So let's get this right here. Let's push it right here. Nice. Do we have anything else we need to do? More options. We could click down here. Very cool. Is it on the right board? So always double check, of course. Chicken recipes. And we're off to the races, right? Publish. I like it. Now, what I'm going to do in the meantime is give me 3 more variants using varied keywords in the list. Why am I doing this? Because we're going to go back to the fishing pond and we're going to get a few more. I like it. Look at that. And it's showing us keywords used. Never underestimate the power, the word power of GPT. Using words, it's excellent. So what we're going to do now is come back. Let's see. Oh, that's not what we want. Let's come back and figure out what else we're going to do in terms of posting some images. Because I like to do, for singular recipes, I like to do 3 images per recipe. Now, if I want a bunch of images, let's say I even wanted 5, what I'm going to do is exactly what we're doing here. I might take breasts out. Grilled lemon herb chicken, right? Easy peasy. Here's the best one, but maybe I don't want it because it was created way back in the day and it has saves just because of that. Maybe I want the ones that are most recent. So this one right here, boom. So we're going to view pin, control click. This one right here was August 23. I could take it. Do I love it? Do I hate it? I like it. This one I don't want, right? This one, it's kind of similar to the other one we have. Is there anything else that pops out to me? Some are just food, right? Some are just food. Interesting. Without overlays, which is cool. Let's do this one here too. So 3 of them. what we're going to do, save as, boom, 1. So now I'm showing you the speed, right? We can do a little bit of speed here. Save as, right? So now we're going to come back to Ideogram. What I want to do is upload first image, this one right here. Okay, remix. What we want to do, let's see here. A plate of grilled chicken thighs, Yep. So I want to just make sure it is going to be of what we want, right? Okay, of what? It is of this. Let's do that. Let's try something. Overlay the image with text in bold right here. Boom. Let's see how it does that. Sometimes we can take a real beautiful thing and customize it and put some nice text overlay. Let's see if anything happens nice. That really stunk. All right, let's look here. That one's nice, but a little bit too similar image weight, right? So sometimes Ideogram's not perfect. Let's see here. Let's do something else. The chicken appears to be seasoned. That's fine. The plate is placed on a, let's say, blue surface. Let's try that. Let's vary the image a bit, right? Let's vary the image. Here we go, 36% complete. Very nice. Looks nice, appealing. Guess what? Probably going to stand out now because it's blue instead of white. You know, basically it's chicken with the grill marks on it. Very cool. But the aesthetic looks pleasing now. I like it. Which one is the best? Haven't a clue. Haven't a clue. Which one pops out to you? You kind of have to decide. This one has a blue plate. This one has a white plate. Let's go with that. So what we can do is take this, save as. What I want to do is this. I'm going to say, just name it something you can catch, right? Variant 1. Name something you can catch. All right. Now we need to do the next one. So we have that one. Boom. From this to that. I like it. All right. This one. Let's do remix. There's one done. And remember, this is so powerful because we used to have to do Canva and it takes forever and blah, blah, blah. This is easier. This is like having Photoshop on steroids, right? Let's do here. Change that. Grilled. Indoor cooking instructions included. Let's try best grilled chicken ever. Let's see if that works. Let's just run it, see what it does. And then we can vary it as we need. 44% complete. Hopefully the text works out. All right, does the text look nice? Grilled chicken, nope, kind of stunk. So sometimes when the text doesn't work out, we have to pare it down, right? Pare it down. Let's do that, pare it down. Let's try again. And sometimes when it doesn't work at all, you just move on, pick a different one. You don't want to bang your head against the wall trying and trying and trying. Let's see how we do. And I think I might know the issue, but we got to test this out first. 99% complete. Okay, there you have it. I like it. Looks nice. Looks excellent, really. Goodness gracious. This one's nice. Grilled lemon herb chicken. It has a good feel to it. Look at that. That's really cool. So the original image is much different than what we have here. This one's straight text. Can I get a side by side? Maybe not. Let me just save this one first. Let's do variant 2. All right, let's go to our saved right here. Downloads. So we have, where is it? Variant 2. We have this one. All right, which was inspired by this one, right? If I can get this. Definitely different, right? Different text, different font, different feels. Unfortunately, our chicken does not look as delectable as their chicken, right? Are we going to get so nitpicky to try? Maybe the click-through rate, it does matter, right? Maybe it does matter. See how theirs has like a an outer crust to it almost. Let's just test. I'm curious just to press into this. Boom, boom. That looks grilled with a crispy outside with a sheen. That's a cool thing. It's like Photoshop with text-based editing. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. All right, 40% complete. Let's see here. So I just want the chicken to look yummier. Goodness gracious, I need chicken that looks better. Grilled lemon something chicken. Unfortunately, all the words stink on this one. What you could do, you could throw this into you could throw it into Canva, and you could throw, a block over here, and you could do all the text stuff, but I don't want to do that. So I'm happy with the first one. So let's move on. Let's get the third image that we want, which I do believe is this one right here. So remix this. Let's try here. I'm always just referring back to what we want to create, right? Of this. The text says this. For some reason, the quotes, singular, plural, works really well with ideogram. All right, so here we go. Waited in the FASTQ. Let's see how fast the FASTQ is. 99% complete. Grilled lemon herb something chicken. Grilled lemon herb chicken. Let's try image weight a little bit more. Lemon herb grilled chicken. Let's just try to pare down to lemon herb chicken, right? The words, let's pare it down. Let's pare it down and try again. Very nice. Lemon herb grilled chicken. That looks nice right there. Lemon herb grilled. That right there. That one says grilled. That's not going to work out. Lemon herb grilled chicken. Okay. Take this one, variant 3. Why am I naming them variant 1, 2, and 3? It's because once you go to speed, right, this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to upload, add files, 1, 2, 3, boop. And then what we're going to do is output, and we're going to do this. Number here. Do you see the number right there? That means it's going to name them 1, 2, 3 when there's duplicates. Boom. All of them have been optimized. JPEG, good to go. What I want to do, if we are going to go a little faster now, what we're going to do is this. Come to Pinterest. We're going to do here grilled lemon chicken number 1. Right? Cool. We're going to have the URL. We are going to have the title. Maybe I just want that. And then we're going to have this from GPT. Right? See how we kind of set ourselves up to be quick? Right there. Chicken recipes. There it is. Good to go. Publish. Do it again. Number 2, grilled lemon chicken. Not the prettiest chicken in the world. It's not the worst. I mean, I think it's pretty darn good. Do I think it'll do well? Probably. Let's see here. And the speed is just incredible considering how much editing in the past. I mean, I've done Photoshop for years and years. At least 15 years since I was in high school. Where am I? And this is just crazy to me, right? This is why it's so exciting. Grilled lemon herb chicken. Perfect. Boom. Push it. Let's do one more. Number 3. Okay. Let's grab this right here. Let's grab this. So Control C. Right, Control C is how you quickly copy and paste. Control C, Control V, right there. If you want to, you can publish at a later date. I'm just going to push it here live. Let's come here to saved, I guess, not to created. We're going to do Control F5, hard refresh. Let's see how they render. Pretty darn nice. Now we have 4 images, different sizes, unique, that all go to one blog post. What a beautiful way to create recipe pins, right? You're giving the user different looks. You're giving them different opportunities to click through to your website. Now what we need to do is edit this post quickly. This is what I do, at least, so I can save money on SEO write-in, so I don't have to have AI images, which can be expensive over there. So over here, let's do upload image. So this is featured image, right? Which one do I like? Oftentimes, I like the ones that have actual text on them, right? Text. I do like this blue one, though, but we just need something to captivate the reader, be like, oh, this looks really, really nice. So let's save it right there. Now realize this website doesn't have any ads on it right now. And oftentimes, you know, recipe blogs, they have, look, it looks really nice. And if I render it in mobile, looks great, right? Feels good too. So oftentimes, a recipe blog or anything will have probably 6, maybe 5 or 6 different images to show you what's going on. So maybe we could test that out. I could show you how to go about here and insert different images. SEOwriting.ai can do that, but the images usually are subpar. So let's try this. Now what you're going to find here is step-by-step instructions, right? Here's what you do. And then it goes into like the specifics of all of it. For instance, marinade, the magic, how to prepare the perfect marinade. But up here, prepare the marinade is step 1, right? So maybe we come over here to Ideogram and we say, give us a Martha Stewart style photo of this. I've merely copy and pasted step 1. And what it did was this. I mean, I'd say 3 of these images are really good. So what we're going to do is download this, right? We're going to download this. We are going to extract all, boom. And then we're going to open XNConvert. And I love doing this method of downloading all of them because I don't get confused, right? I can just say, okay, here it is. Here's everything. Boom, right there, 4 of them. And then what we're going to do, output, what we will want to do is maybe say marinade on the back is this with the number. There we go. We have all 4 of them. This is not hard to do. Let's edit the post. What I'm probably going to do, and sometimes you see bloggers, they have whatchamacallit, collage type of things. Maybe we'll try that next. But let's put one here, right? Let's do an image. Let's do, if I can find it, image, right? Image right there, media library. Let's come here. There's a trick. I'll show it to you. Did it rename them? Usually it should rename them in here, or is it in here? There it is. All right. So what we're going to do, right click view. We're going to do extra large so I can see what is going on. Do not click these ones with a lot of the weird text because those are not the optimized ones. This one probably looks a little bit too weird. Like I don't know what the heck's going on there. But which one is the most appealing I want to put up front? This one to me is most appealing. Boom, right there. What we can do is center it. Very, very nice. And because it is, and this, they're talking about marinade. What is this called? Marinade. I can talk. Because we are on a website, maybe we didn't need to do them long ways, right? Let's do a different look here. Boom. Maybe we didn't need to do them long ways. Looks great. But because we have these now, maybe we could reuse them for a different post, a different pin rather, for marinades. I don't know. You want to use all the resources that were created as much as possible. Looks wonderful, right? Here it is. Looks wonderful. So if you really want to get into it, you can go to each section and create an image pretty darn easily. Doesn't have to take that much effort. Let's just try one more. Marinate the chicken. Let's preheat the grill. What are we going to do? Grill the chicken? Everyone likes grilling. Let's do one of grilling the chicken. All right, let's see how it goes. Same prompt, Martha Stewart style photo of, just that text, and we're doing it kind of blog style now. Oh my goodness, it gave us Martha Stewart. Oh my goodness gracious. We don't want that. That's kind of hilarious. Style photo. Oh my goodness. Cooking photo of this close up. All right. Let's try again. Let's try that again. Although that was pretty good Martha Stewart right there. That bottom left one, not bad at all. That one looks a little bit too AI-ish to me, although not bad. I mean, it looks like stock imagery. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can use all of that. Like it. So click here, right? And it's going to allow us to download all 4 at one time. All right, download right there. Come here. All right, extract all. Easy peasy. All right, so what I want to do now is come over here, just as before. We're going to put a new batch in, right? And here we go. So because they're in folders, oftentimes we come to downloads. It's going to be in a new folder, so 4 of them in a new folder. Very nice. Grilling, right? So we have the recipe grilled lemon herb chicken grilling, right? Very nice. All right, we optimized for JPEG. You can do for WebP. Let's come back to our website. Let's do edit post. You could probably use all of these. I might want to do it a different way. When you're dealing with a lot of images, you can come to media. You can do add media files. Come over here. Come to downloads. Come here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There we go. All 4 of them are uploaded. They don't have alt text in them, but we can do that too. Let's come down here. We have the featured image up the top. Boom. Featured image. Maybe we want to throw one of these here, right? Let's do image. Image is right there. Media library, because they're already uploaded now. Let's do the best one out of the gates. You just have to pay attention to which one. So you could do alt text here, right? You could say 4 pieces of grilled chicken on a charcoal grill. Does this matter for Pinterest? I don't know. I'm leaning towards I don't think so. I don't think they use the resources to crawl the web page for alt text. I think they crawl it for other things for sure. We could do here, media. Let's do here. Looks good. Center. Keep it rolling. As you're working through here, if you're in WordPress, what I like to do is just bump out some things. This is exactly what you can do to make it look very, very professional. All right, grilling. We want grilling. So I'm going to do gallery this time. Gallery, media library, this one and this one. That one kind of stinks. Does it look too terrible? Let's look at it. Sometimes the AI images aren't the best. That's okay. This one's much better, but you can see the format of 2 works really nice. Okay, now switching gears, we've done the singular recipes. Now, because we have a bunch of chicken recipes, say we can do a roundup. And what the heck is a roundup? It's just this. You've seen it. 15 easy 4-ingredient chicken breast recipes. Very, very nice, right? So what we can do, 30 healthy chicken recipes, stuff like this, recipe roundup. So how do we actually identify these? Because if I come over to tools and I type in chicken recipes, you're going to see it doesn't often show you roundups. Roundups are kind of invisible sometimes on these analytical tools, right? We're just seeing a bunch of singulars. So we have to go to Pinterest and type in chicken breast recipes, and then all of a sudden, right, even we can come to chicken breast. Let's see what pops up here, right? Dinner ideas, crock pot recipes, easy. I'm control clicking on each of these because what I want to do is just find ones that I like. Now, I really like this, how this looks. Let's just save this one for later. Let's come here. Looks nice. It's not a roundup. I just like the aesthetic, right? Quick chicken and rice. That's not it. Let's keep going with it. Do you see any ones popping out right here? Right there. Boom. Looks nice. 25. Let's keep rolling. You're going to see some of the same recipes showing up time and time again. Here's 3 of them, right? But the tricky part is we have to create the blog post. So coming over here to SEOwriter.ai, what should we say? 15 chicken, if I could spell it, chicken breast recipes for the whole or for dinner. Let's just say that. Keep it simple. Keep it plural. Now the problem with SEO Write-In here with these listicles is it doesn't always give us what we want. Sometimes what you can do is you can say, where is it? Where is it? It's the structure. No, not the structure. It is outline editor. All right, boom. So what I can do here, this is kind of cool. Now we're going to get a little complicated here for a second, right? My goal is to use this and determine the headers that it has. So what I've done is come over here. I know these are done. Like I can click on any of these URLs of these specific recipes. Chicken quesadillas, very nice. I know it's done. So I'm going to grab 15 of them over here. I'm going to put them here. I'm going to put 2 here. Why? Because that's the H2. All right, right there. And I should be able to grab all of these. And I want the H1 to be the title. So let's do here. If I can get it up here, scroll back up. If this works, this is wonderful right here. So grab all of these. So we're determining the outline of the actual blog right? Come back down here, right there, paste, right? So what we're going to do, just make that a bit nicer. Great. Publish to WordPress. We're going to say Off-Grid Dreaming, Inspirations. I mean, we should probably have a chicken recipes category, but this is just all experimental, having fun with this website just to show you how this works. Conclusion, no. Quotes, key takeaways, no. Frequently asked questions. Let's try a large article, right? No AI images, YouTube videos. Actually, let's do AI images so you can see photo. All right, let's let this thing run and see what it comes up with. Okay, it's done loading. It pushed it to the blog just like that. Chicken breast recipes for dinner. Looks great. Looks, I mean, I just went through it. It looks amazing, right? Look at this. All the H2s, chicken quesadillas. There you go. Thai chicken salad, right? We can easily optimize this roundup because we've already done the singular post. I'll show you how to do this. Very good. Everything we asked it to write on, it wrote on. I love it. Excellent. So what we need to do now, right? So part of the roundup is we have to create the post, right? Using predetermined H2s. And then we need to create the pins. And then we're going to optimize the post with internal links plus imagery. Now coming back to Ideogram, we're going to begin this process here. Remember the ones that we just got a second ago? Let's see here. 15, we want what? We want chicken breast. Let's just verify what the heck we're doing here. Chicken breast recipes for dinner, right? Okay, there we go. Indicating this, remix. So we want that new text to be on there. Cross our fingers, hopefully it works. And remember, when it doesn't work, we pare it down. Always pare down the text, make it easier. All right, so what do we got here? Chicken breast, blah, blah, blah. All right, so what we're going to do is, so none of those worked, right? Chicken breast recipes for dinner. That one's close. 15 chicken recipes. Let's try this. Pare it down. 15 chicken recipes. And then we can mess with the emulation or whatever it's called. The let's just see here. 15 chicken recipes, 15 chicken breast recipes. So what I want to do is the image weight a little bit less. Let's try 30, right? Try 30 there. So it's going to try to emulate that image. We uploaded less and less. 58% completed. 15 boneless chicken recipes. 15 chicken recipes. 15. And so on and so forth. All of them, wonderful. Very, very happy. They all have a different feel too, right? So what I can do is download all of them. Boom, done. What I should have done, all right, let's just hold off here for a second. Let's do the next one. Let's do that. Let's grab that, remix this. So what I did is I copied the text that I want that reads what? It reads this right here. Right there. All right. Right there. Now we're going to try to say for dinner on this one. Let's try. All right. So we're only at 30% emulation. So it just gets a general feel of design. Looks good. Looking pretty good. Let's see if we bring it up to 50 or 60. Let's see. You're going to see the difference here. Right, that first one was at 30. I think all of them were good. And then a few of these, actually none of those were good. So you got to play with that a bit. Let's do one more that we like. Let's do one more. This one's interesting. So this one has nothing to do with Roundup, but I want to see if the Roundup works. Titled 15 chicken recipes for dinner. Let's try it. Let's go to 30, remix. And then I'll show you how to quickly go about getting these kind of stripped out of Ideogram, optimized via XNConvert. Nice. So look, these ones, because we did 30, they look totally unique onto themselves, right? We could have gone a little bit more, 50. Let's see what happens here. Those, pretty good, pretty darn good. I'm happy with it. Chicken breast, 15 chicken recipes for dinner. I mean, that one might work. People are going to be like, why is it double chicken? What the heck is going on here? But I think we have our winners. I think we have this one here, right? We have not that one, this one here, and we have this one here. So we have 3 selected, right? Download. We're going to download each of them into a zip. So it's going to have 12, extract all. And what we want to do now is xn convert, because we zipped them all in one, right? We selected all of them at once. It makes our lives super easy. Let's see here. Did we already extract them? We did, right? All right, add files, downloads, come here. Because we're working in folders, means that our lives are easier and we do not get confused. 15 best chicken recipes. Let's just do that right there. Convert them all. All right, so now we have 1 through 12. We know what we're working with. Let's come back here. All right, so let's log in. Now, so begins the kind of arduous process, but I think it's worth it because these type of posts can do really well. All right, so what we need to do is come in here and just edit a bit. The reason we have to edit, we need to get this roundup post up to speed, and we can do it faster than anyone else can do it just because of what we have going on. So what do we want to do? All right, every H2, what I want to do is copy it, right? I'm going to come here, I'm going to come to image, and because we've already done this specific one, right, I can click here, and what should happen is this pops up. Boom, it pops up. Select it. I can go here, creamy chicken spinach pasta. Boom, is that what this is? Yes, it is. So what we're going to do here is you click on the H2, so you're highlighting the whole thing, Control C, so you're copying it. You're going to come here, boom. This is why we stay organized, because boom, I can automatically link there, and I'm done. I'm going to rinse and repeat in all of these, right? So just copy this, right? Step down, let's come to image, right here, media, because we've already done all 15 of these, right? That one looks nice. Is that what I want? All right, let's do that one. All right, that looks nice. Let's put it centered. Same thing, come over here, link, chicken mac and cheese, boom. Now this is where we can really cook with fire, because if someone comes here, baked chicken and macaroni casserole, we don't have that one yet. Let's try this. If someone comes to this post, it's going to be very, very valuable, right? Very valuable for them. Let's do baked chicken. Maybe we don't have that one. Interesting. So let's skip that one for now. What we could do, you have the image here. You can push it up right there. Cool. All right. Works for me. Chicken quesadillas. Step down. What you could also do is a gallery. Switch it up. Gallery if you have multiple images, right? Chicken quesadillas. All right. That's not multiple images, but all right. Sometimes plural kind of throws us off. So cancel gallery. Chicken quesadilla. Singular. No. All right. Let's come here. Quesadilla. All right, boom, 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 3 of them right there. Looks nice, beautiful. Keep it moving. Thai chicken salad, looks good. Okay, so it's important when you have your spreadsheet initially, the one that has all the names of the recipes, blogs, and all that stuff, to be pretty organized, because when it comes to this part, if you're not organized, you're kind of SOL, right? This is all about speed. Everything I do on SEO, Pinterest, and otherwise is all about speed. Because nowadays we are competing against people who can go faster and faster and faster. And that's why I made this course ultimately, so we can go fast too. I like it. So you'll see here, look. Do you see to the right how we have different ones? We know these ones are SEO right and the ones that are horizontal, but this one is an optimized one. I like the optimized ones. This is probably a featured image that we pulled in, right? It looks nice. Chicken bites. All right, we have chicken bites. So we're about halfway done at this point. Let's get here, media library, chicken bites. Honey buttered chicken bites, I guess that's what we want. All right, let's come here. Boom, looking good. So let's just save this thing and see how it looks for now. So you're halfway through, save the darn thing in case something happens. That's looking good. We're going to change the featured image, remember? But all of a sudden we have a blog post that's looking excellent. right? It looks excellent. The cool part about the gallery images is if I come here, right, where did it go? That looks really nice, right? Throw some ads on this website and all of a sudden you're looking like any other website in this niche. All right, let's just finish this up. Let's do a good job with this, finish it up. Chicken bites, chicken nuggets. I don't know, crispy oven baked chicken nuggets. So I'm not seeing that one, unfortunately. We could just push to that. Yet again, because SEO writing gives us URLs, we can kind of do that. Very, very nice. Let's come here, chicken and orzo. All right, let's come over here. Image, media library, chicken and orzo. Okay, looks good. I'm just curious if I go orzo, is there anything else? There is. Interested. All right, chicken and orzo. Looks good. So that's probably from SEO writing. Yet again, horizontal. Chicken pot pie. Everyone loves a chicken pot pie. All right, let's come here. Image, media library. Anything horizontal. All right, they're all horizontal. Go with one that looks good. So once you get the images, SEO writing or otherwise, you have, is that a double chicken enchiladas? Did we already do that? Once you have the images, you have an asset you can reuse over and over and over again. Did we do enchiladas already? I guess I'm just losing my mind. All right, copy this thing. Chicken enchiladas. Go here, image. I mean, how many images does this website have at this point? It's been less than a month working on this website, and I'd have to imagine, let's just do it. Let's just see. Control C, come here, media. How many, does it show how many? Usually it does, right? 6,000 images, right? Less than a month old website, 6,000 images, crazy. Bacon ranch chicken. All right, bacon ranch chicken. This is why it's arduous. You know, if we like to go fast, this is definitely not the fast way. All right, I'm pretty tired of this. Let's save it. Let's look at it. We could probably do one more thing, right? We can come to post, top right. We can replace this. We can upload a full, upload chicken recipes. Let's control click, view. Let's do extra large so we can pick one we like. Which one do we want? We want something that looks uber professional. Let's do this one. All right, set featured image, save, wait for it to load. Control click this button that pops up here. There you go. What more do you want? All right, looks amazing. Comes across super professional. Doesn't take much time at all. Takes more time than what we're accustomed to with the other fast stuff, but this is important because we need a place to send people for our roundup. Awesome. We could do the two more. We could just be lazy for the sake of this video and move on. Now the next step is to actually pin these, right? We need to pin what we created. So just to recap what we have over here, if I come to my documents, I should be able to find, let's come right here, downloads, right here. Is this it? This is not it. So once you start doing a lot during one day, you can get a little disorganized. So that's the tricky part. All right, view, extra large. We have these. So we have quite a few. We have two methods. We could use Post Planner, or we could do these manually. What do we want to do? Do we want to do it via Post Planner? We could do that. Let's just do that. So what we're going to do, we have these 12. I guess it's 12. We are going to come to our media file, media. Let's come to add media. Let's come here. Let's come here. We're going to add media to the website. Basically, we're going to drop all 12 of those in so we have them. They're there. Done deal. So next step is to use Post Planner. So if we come over to Post Planner, let's see if we can get this working. Post Planner. Let's log in. What we want to do, so we are on not Bonsai Mary, but Off Grid Dreamin'. What we want to do is this. Come up here to create post. We are going to do multiple posts, we are going to do download sample sheet, right? Download sample sheet because we want to do this fast. This is kind of, it's not the prettiest thing by any measure, but you need to get it right. So what we're going to do here is link. What is the link? So row C, or column C rather, content link. This is where you add the URL. So the URL for us is this, right? Chicken breast recipes for dinner. So what we want to do is come here, click no, delete. Oh, we got to enable editing. Let's come here, push this here, and we're going to drag it just a bunch of times. I don't know, because we'll be able to delete it as needed. You'll see in a second. All right, second step is this. Let's click out of here. We come back to the website, and we need to find export media URLs. This is a plugin. So the URL here, just export here, output here, and there you go. You have all of your URLs. What I often do is have like a Google Sheet ready, because what you're going to do is just dump these, right? Control V. All I want is this. I don't care about the rest of it. So now I have all 12 URLs. So just to reiterate, if I were to click or put this in the URL bar up here, it's going to push to my image, right? So grabbing all 12 of these is going to show Post Planner what we are trying to do here, what images link up with which pin. So content media, this is row D, right? So what we want to do is this, if it's going to work for us, that is right here. Let's just try to get these out of here. Boom. All right, it doesn't want to work for me right now. Oftentimes Google Sheets is where I go with this. Let's come back here. Let's grab this. What are we going to do? Let's try it once more. It's oftentimes a formatting issue because Excel is kind of a pain in the butt. All right, there we go. Do we have it right? So row 6, I believe, is where it starts. All right, so now we have all the images, 12 images, boom, 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 boom. What we can do is say, all right, that's the last one, so we can just delete these two. All right, good. What do we need now? We need titles to the pin and descriptions, right? This is pin description and pin title. The pin title is interesting. So what we want to do here, pin clicks, what we can do, I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to show you this. I want to go to Pinterest, and we should have done this and saved the URLs that we were inspired by. But what we can do is come here and say, all right, that's definitely listicle, control click. That's definitely listicle, control click, right? Find the ones, 27 insanely good chicken breast recipes for dinner. And what we can do is say, all right, grab the URL, come over to pin clicks, right? Grab the URL, come over to pin clicks, and we're going to learn about these. We're going to learn about these. These are all, well, these two, top and bottom one, were made more recently than the other. But I'm curious, is there any annotations here I should care about? So what we're going to do is, well, my screen is kind of being crazy. Grab these, just copy, right? Because it tells you annotated interests. So we're going to copy these, right? Let's see here. All right, copy these. Let's come over here. Copy those, so on and so forth. Copy the bottom one. Copy the bottom one. All right, works for me. Well, because we already had ChatGPT lined up, it knows what we want to do, right? It knows exactly what we want to do. So what I'm going to ask is, give me 12 variants numbered 1 through 12. So let's see if this works, right? We have to stop it, unfortunately. All right, do not use this, and do not tell me the keywords used. Right, there we go. So once you get ChatGPT rolling, remember we just asked it a few questions in the beginning. You can rewind this video. You kind of like seed it with a conversation. And all you have to do now is control C these. This is description. So we need to be over here, right here, I believe. Let's try this. Delete these. That should work. Hopefully. We will see. Oh, I know what happened. So this is kind of a pain in the butt. Sometimes when you copy these from ChatGPT, it spaces them. So let's try that. There you go. But then we have the twos. We don't want this. All right. What we're going to have to do is open an instance of Google Sheets. Okay. So once we have Google Sheets, we're going to copy it like this. And I know people are smarter than me with this type of stuff. There's different ways to do it, right? But you can see, unfortunately, that the rows, it's spaced out. For whatever reason, the formatting from GPT to here is spaced out. We cannot do that for what we're trying to do here. So we're going to delete selected rows. Now we have what we need. Let's grab it. So these are all the descriptions, right? There you go. There they are. It should line up perfectly. Boom. Last thing is the titles. Now, the title, we can do the same title for each one of these. So for instance, we could say, 15 insanely good boneless, blah, 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 and we could have it be the same. But what I want to do is have variants. So I'm going to ask it, let's think here. Give me 12 variants for Pinterest titles and always have, chicken breast dinner idea in some way in them. Consider the annotations I gave. All right. Same thing. It's going to spit out 12 Pinterest titles. There you go. Now let's see. It probably has the same formatting issue. Kind of a pain in the butt. Nope, it doesn't. So sometimes we luck out. All right, right there. Should line up. Should be good. So now what we can do is save this, right? Control C. Then we can come over to Post Planner, upload spreadsheet, downloads right here. And you could do this with 500 pins. That's why this is so powerful, right? 13 posts available. Do we want 13 posts? Why is it saying 13 posts? So what I want to do is just delete this and delete this just in case. It should be 12, right? It should be 12. 6 through 17. So 12. Let's try to save it once more. So always double check what you got going on. Save it once more. Let's refresh this. Let's come here, multiple posts, upload spreadsheet right here. 12 posts available. So be very, very careful. All right, what we're going to do is chicken recipes, right? Board. And then we're going to upload 12 posts. Posts added to plan. They should have gone just into the regular queue. So I'm curious. Let's click grid here. Where the heck did they go? Let's see. Interesting. All right, there's one, there's one, there's one. All right, so it's going to start up for whatever reason, because with Post Planner, the other modules explain this. You can spread it out however. This board or this Post Planner plan is highly erratic, highly disorganized. I have not optimized it in the least bit. But there you go. All 12 of them will be posted over time. Done deal. Not hard at all. And that was kind of painful, right? A little painful. And it was only 12. Is it worth it with 12? Should you just manually upload 12? Probably I would. But I wanted to show you that method too. So just like that, our pins are going to go live over the course of the next few days. They're all pointing here. They all have variants based upon title, description, images, everything, right? All based on these ones here. So there you go. That is the module for recipes. It's really as simple as optimizing the pin image, title and description, and then being able to do this at scale, which is all AI based, right? So in the next module, I'm gonna run down me doing, let's just see how much I can get done in 20 minutes, like without explaining as much and just rolling through some recipes.